Hello there, and welcome to episode 21 of the Starspark SMP. So, you might be wondering, how come everything looks so empty, and why does it look like? Well, I am currently without any internet at all, so I am currently on the creative testing world. Now, I don't know the particulars of it, but hey, I've been wanting to record for a little while. Maybe we will actually move to the server in a little bit. I don't know, maybe. It depends on when my internet comes back, but yeah. In any case, we are on the creative testing world here, and we're just gonna be building a few things. I'll see if I actually get enough content here, but yeah, this is what the original concept of the spaceship for the SMP is. We are going to be working on the interior for this, so later on when I actually get access to the server, or rather when I get my internet back, I will get on the server and I'll start working on this. But for now, we can just build a few things in creative mode. Now, I don't particularly know what I want to design, but I'll quickly show you guys a design of a building I was actually working on. But enough of this, let's just go on and let's start building some stuff, see what we can come up with. Also, yes, this was my little concept for the Nether Hub. Yeah, it looks really cool, to be fair. Alright, well in any case, right now we're actually going to start working on the little alien things. Huh. I wonder what's over there at that village. Let's quickly take a look. Okay, this doesn't look too bad. I'll take that. Honestly, in honor of my super flat world, I do like to... Hey buddy, what are you trading? Honestly, good trade. What? Oh my god, you... Okay, I wish I was on my super flat world, but no, I'm on my creative testing world. This is... That's a good village. Wow. Oh wow, and there's another one over yonder. Well, in any case, let's quickly put this on in honor of my little super flat world adventure. But for now, let's continue designing and seeing what I come up with. So, I'm quickly going to whip something up, maybe designed off of you. I don't know yet, but we might come up with something new. Maybe without using so much gold. They use a lot of gold, guys, honestly. Well, in any case, I will be right back after working. Okay, so I've cooked up something like this. I honestly don't know what I particularly made here, but it looks interesting, if anything. And this will be part of the little lore that I'm building up towards the end of the season. Honestly, I want to actually complete most of the things that will be needed towards the end of the season. So right now, it's just mostly prep work, so it's not really an issue. I feel like this is a good look for it. Now, granted, this is going to be copied on every single side, so the basic idea, but here we can actually place another part. We can quickly rotate this little dude, and we can move him around. So what I want to do is quickly put it right there, move it one block, and then just place it. Now, it didn't quite do what I wanted it to do, to where I wanted a little gap down the middle just like this. So right now what's gonna happen is these two are going to fuse, which is not what I want, but hey, I can always just make the gap myself. So there, let's just place it, and now what I can do is quickly make that gap myself in between these two walls, and we can leave that little middle part there, and then it should end up looking kind of like that. I don't know, does that look good? I mean, as soon as we get the other part, or rather the other half on this side, it should look interesting. If anything, we can just do that, and there you go. Now I will say, coming up the designs, or rather these designs, is a little difficult because I'm trying to make them look as alien as possible, but still interesting. There we go. And that looks good. That replaces this little half here. It makes it look interesting, and it gives it another color right there in the center. And the other thing we can do is sea lanterns, because they're like using little energy things. And I'm just gonna do it like this, where I'm just going to put sea lanterns on each side, making like a little circle. And this will match the spaceship, or rather the mama ship. Perfect. And so now if we turn on shaders, yeah, that looks actually really cool, especially the mothership. But yeah, that's how it's supposed to look there in the center, just all glowy and really cool. And now what we do is we quickly just copy this half right here. So I'm just going to select one half over there, and we drop all the way down, and we select this half right here, and we just scoot this over, and there you go. And now we just gotta move it. So let's just try to center it there. And this right here would be the center of this. Let me check this side. Yeah, this side seems to be normal. And the center seems to look like that, which is good. Alright, check mark it, and we're done. Of course, we still have to do the top here, but I don't mind as much. This honestly looks really interesting. And it looks slightly bigger than the spaceship, mainly because of the chonkiness of it. So this right here is our normal like little spaceship. It's pretty big in comparison. Like if we go J, we have our mama ship, we have a closed version of the spaceship, we have the spaceship itself, and then we have this thing. So it's still big, but not as big as the mothership. But yeah, and then I'm like planning on adding maybe one more layer of this. I don't know. Coming up with these designs is kind of hard, but at least they look really, really interesting. I love this little design that I'm coming up with. Here, I'm just going to close this off with this, maybe? Yeah, I feel like this would suit it best. So I'm going to quickly close this off and come back after I'm done, I guess. Alrighty, there we go. I added a little bit more to the design. So right here is what I actually imagined it like. So we have the little legs here, then we have this top part, and inside of it, I guess I can just shove a lot of water in it, honestly, I don't know. Or just leave it empty, that way there's no issues. But I still don't know what to add here at the top, other than, I don't know, I guess this. I'm going to quickly make a schematic of this, and I don't really know what else I could particularly build here in the creative testing world, but this was one of the things. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to wait here until I actually get internet back on my house, but for now, this is a pretty cool thing to build here in the creative testing world. Alright, let's go back to the server. Alright, welcome back. We're actually on the server now, so we're going to be constructing a few things on the server. Now, I don't particularly have my internet back, so if there's a little bit of like issues here, that's because I'm on phone data right now. I'm currently still without internet on my modem, but hey, at least we have phone data to play with. The provider gave it to me. It's complicated. I love that the eyes shifted the moment I said that. In any case, at least we're able to get on the server, so today we're going to actually continue working on the server. Today, we're actually going to be doing something else. Let me quickly check the furnace. Okay, it's out of fuel. And these are actually full. Wow, that's impressive. So today we're actually going to finish the dropper here, because to be fair, I built the little bottom bit here. So if we fall all the way down, you can see there is a lot to be missed here, because, well, it's a pretty empty space. But we need to actually work on the rest of the dropper. Now, I don't know particularly what I'm going to do, but I have an idea. And this idea will help with the excess of wool that I have. Because I have quite a bit of wool over at the wool farm. So if we go there, I'm going to quickly grab some and we're going to add it to the dropper. Man, it really is impressive every time I come up here and see a giant castle wall, a giant spaceship, and several spaceships next to it. Yeah, this little fishing hut is so much smaller than that. But yeah, we're going to be working on the castle next episode. For today, we're not going to be even thinking about that. Alright, let's quickly grab a bit of wool here, because we are going to need it. Also, how did a sheep get in? How did a sheep get out of there? Why is there missing chorus fruit? Every time I come back, there's less chorus fruit than there's supposed to be. I swear, someone's been stealing my chorus fruits. Every time I come back, there's less chorus fruit. Where is it all going? I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's skeletons shooting, and that's what's removing a lot of the chorus fruit, but I don't know. Well, in any case, I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna grab some of the wool, just because we have to actually use it. I'm just gonna grab all that I can here, so... But let's quickly grab all the stacks and leave the lesser than a stack ones. So the way we're gonna do that... Oh, I need way more space in my backpack. Give me a sec. I gotta go deposit this stuff. Alright, there we go. I freed up a little bit of space on my backpack over at the storage system. But right now, let's quickly just grab all the colors that we can. So I'm just going to grab all this. I'm going to grab all the light blue. There. Oh wow, there's just like one extra piece of wool. That's actually impressive. So all this wool was wool that we actually got from just being here and just building the castle. So you can just clearly see how actually efficient it is. Well, to be fair, it's purely random how efficient the farm is, because it's purely random how grass grows. So yeah, I don't know. It solely depends on how fast the sheep get sheared. Sometimes I get a lot of lime wool, sometimes I get a lot of like yellow wool, red wool. There is no real pattern to it from what I've seen. I've tried to see if I could like mid-max it, see how efficient it is and what gets farmed the most, but it really is purely random when it comes to actually getting the farm. It seems we don't have a lot of white wool, that's for either that or someone's been grabbing my white wool. Why is there an egg in here? There was just a random egg in there. I'll just move it there. Now, I don't know if we're going to use black, but hey, I'm just going to collect it and maybe put it in my store so people can buy it. Speaking of the store, nobody has really been visiting it lately. Mainly because we don't have enough players to where the stores are very necessary. But hey, at least they're there, and if people want to use them, they can. All I can say, the farm, really efficient, especially if you're nearby it, just building a giant castle. Also, I really gotta finish this castle. I forgot to do the little window things here. So yeah. Alrighty. So now that we're here, also you might notice that now it's nighttime. Let me quickly make it daytime. Let me quickly here and let it be day. Alright, there we go. I think I'm standing on the same spot. Hopefully that looked cool. But in any case, let's quickly start designing this little area here. So right here, I'm going to add a little area that's going to be utilizing this little nether portal. So I'm going to make like a little nether section right here. Then I'm going to add like a weird wool tube section right here. And I don't know, I hope it looks cool. Well, if anything, right now, let's start building the little nether section. Let's grab one stack, grab this, put that there. That way we get autofill. And now we can put this on land, because right now it's just kind of floating. Obviously, we can't use lava here, so we're just going to be doing it like this. So I'm going to try my best to make this look as nethery as possible. Let me quickly just build up this little area, and I'll be right back. Hey there, buddy. Well, in any case, oh, no, well, he's walking that way. He came through the portal and just decided to visit the overworld, I guess. Hopefully he doesn't die. He can be part of the dropper. Hopefully he doesn't go through the portal again. Oh, is he going back home? Oh, there he goes. Okay, he just came to visit the overworld and just went back in the nether. What? Okay, I wasn't expecting that. That's actually really funny. Okay, I guess he didn't like my company. Alright, there we go. I added a little bit of this stuff here. Now, I know it doesn't look too good, but hey, that's because this is like the nether waste part of it. Now I'm gonna start working a little bit on the nether warped section and maybe a little bit of crimson. So let's quickly go into a float state here. Let me quickly build the island and then we can just decorate it with a few warp trees afterward. Alright, there we go. I've added quite a few islands here. So I've added the basalt deltas here. So this is like a little basalt area. I just wanted to add that just so it adds a little bit more character. This right here is the warped fungus forest. I'm going to quickly grab a bit of warped grass just like this. maybe place that around. Oh, all right, back to what I was saying. I'm going to quickly place a lot of the grass right here so that it's a little decorated. The other thing I want to do is put a few crimson mushrooms here. So a few of these. I'm gonna grow one, so let me just grab the bone meal that I have on me. There we go. There we go. We got one tree. And over here, we're gonna basically place the same thing, but with the warped stuff. Let's quickly get some warped mushrooms. There we go. I'm going to quickly grow one and maybe two. And there, I think I'm done with it when it comes to the trees. Jeez, I almost died. I don't know why it always does this with a lot of these trees. For example, I place a few of these trees down and they just tend to not do the stuff that they need to do. Or they just don't look good. But there, this looks a little better. Okay, and there we have our little warped fungus area. We have our thing right here. Now we just need to add the skeletons right here, which is pretty simple. The skeletons that appear on the these things, I don't really know what they're called. Soul Sand Valley, that's what it is. They're just kind of shaped like this a little bit. Let me quickly make a little head here. There. It's not a particularly interesting head, but hey, it looks good enough. I'm going to quickly make this little like wool tube part in the creative testing world. So I'm going to just take a little snippet of this and just make a few tubes and make them look interesting inside of the creative testing. Alright, now that we're in the creative testing world, we can just continue building this place out. So I imported the schematic of the server here. Oh, what do you know, there's still a crafting table there. But let's quickly start designing a few little tubes. So my main idea was just expanding it like this. Just adding little tubes, kind of like the old Windows XP tube background. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll put it up on screen right now. It kind of looked like that, and the background was like mostly black. And it would, for the most part, split into like random locations. And honestly, I would look at that thing for hours. It really is sad that we don't have screensavers anymore, because there really isn't a reason for it with modern ways that things are done. Back in the day, it had to be done because we had the CRT thingies going on. So with old CRTs, what would happen is that you had to have something constantly moving on the screen. Otherwise, it would burn on the screen. And you don't really want that on your monitor, just having like this ghost image in the background. And I don't particularly know if later in like the future they kind of fixed that. I know burn-in is still a thing in modern monitors, so I guess it's just a thing. But I will never forget that little screensaver of the tubes, and I'm gonna have fun just building that here in this little dropper. Alright, so you can see what I'm going for here. It kind of looks like it. Does it look like it? I don't know. I'm trying my best, alright? But in any case, here, you know what? This actually suits a time-lapse. So, let's quickly start a little time-lapse of me adding these little tubes. And honestly, hopefully by the end, it turns out like one of the screensavers from the Windows XP era. Alright, let's start the time-lapse right now. I almost fell off. Granted, I'm supposed to fall, but here it's currently still building with the schematic. It's just going, it's building this little platform, but since the platform is actually done, I can officially jump down and start the dropper. What I will say is, there's no beds or chests here, so I'm just gonna drop with my gear. mainly the jetpack, and it's just to test out the first drop. So let's quickly test this out. Ah, I lost. Oh, well, I got disconnected. Oh, it's dark. So I quickly rejoined the server. Let's head back up here. Actually, we have to go down. Nah, think about it. We should get to the top of the dropper. This dropper, honestly, I'm proud of it. It's so cool. We go through like a little nether section. I got to keep the little nether portal. We go through like the Windows XP tube thing. The like screensaver. And then we get to the top. Well, we pass the crafting tables, rather. We go all the way to the top. And the reason why I left nothing here is because I wanted a little gap for you to actually determine the way you want to go. Because the way droppers work is that you have to determine the way you're gonna go initially, and god damn it, there's a skeleton here. What are you doing here? I forgot to light up the area, to be fair. Well, in any case, we're going to end it right here. Honestly, I had a lot of fun just building this little section here. I hope you enjoyed it as well. Right now I'm outroing in the single player world because of internet issues, but yeah, I really hope you enjoyed. I really hope you guys actually are interested in the dropper. Later on I'm gonna ask Hyper to make a world download so that you guys can try it out, but in any case, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.